welcome back to our discussion on the power of reading. I'm John Patrick Hickey, and we talked last time about fiction. I want to just touch real quickly on nonfiction in this video. Nonfiction is books written about facts, things that are true. Now, I don't want you to get things confused in thinking that a book, sometimes though, you'll read a book and it'll say based on a true story. Well, if it's based on a true story, that means that it's still fiction. Okay? Because usually the characters are made up, the situation's made up. It's just the basis of the story may be true, but the whole story is fiction. Nonfiction is like truth. It either is true or it's not true. It's either nonfiction or it is fiction. So that's how you have to look at it. And there's a great wealth of nonfiction books. And again, you can find books in any interest that you may have. And I mentioned when we looked at fiction about people following certain authors and reading their stuff. And you do that in nonfiction as well. I particularly read a lot. The vast majority of books that I read are nonfiction books. I read a great deal of books on personal development, goal setting, attitudes, things that work in the areas that I teach and speak about myself. And you're going to find that true with anyone who has a particular area that they work in, that they're going to focus their reading on that area, because you always want to be learning, always want to be growing. But I have a lot of authors that I have read that are in that same area. You know, I read a lot, if not all of, John Maxwell's books, Napoleon Hill, his books, Dale Carnegie's books. There are so many different authors that contribute to that whole type of reading, and I read those books. One of the things that I do, I don't borrow from the library much, and the reason for that is I write in books. I don't want to write in a library book. I'll go to a library if I have to research a particular thing, and then I can take notes and go, and I don't need to buy the book. But usually I will either buy the book used, or I'll buy a book, a brand new book, and that way I can make notes and I can write in it and I can underline things. And I just believe in writing in books. I always say, if you can't write in the book, throw it away and get one you can write in. Because we can learn a lot from doing that. And it also helps me in my research, because there's a lot of, I buy a book, I keep a book. I don't just read it and then toss it away. My books I use them over and over and over again. If I don't completely read them, if I find a particular topic I'm looking at, I know what books to go to and where to look at things. And it saves me a lot of time if I have them underlined, or I have notes that I can go to and find the answers that I need. But nonfiction books can help you to focus on the area that you want to go to. Real quick other mention here. If you particularly want to learn on a particular subject, I encourage you to teach it, because you learn more from teaching than you do from sitting and learning. Because to teach, you have to study. You're going to have to get these books, you're going to have to get this material, you're going to have to study to know what it is you're going to teach. And as you teach, you will find that it's almost like listening to yourself. As you're teaching, you're going to find that you're going to say or come across something that you didn't notice before. And you're going to continue to grow, and you're going to continue to learn. Teaching is a great way to learn. In our next video, I want to talk to you about another form, and it's really an important form of literature that you can use to help you to grow, and that is in biographies. And we're going to talk about that in our next video. But for now, for the Growth Center, this is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to live your purpose and change your world.